Hey guys, Derek Bonzani here at Harper Porsche. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. This is a video to kind of educate you guys that aren't familiar. I know there's a lot of people that are familiar with maybe the Porsche buying process, and not specifically the buying process, but more the inspection process and what it takes to certify a vehicle. So I'm going to try and sum this up in a shorter video. And I say shorter, it's probably going to be about 10 minutes or so. So bear with me. Walk around the car that I have here. Of course, I had to pick a flashy, beautiful chalk GT3. This is a 2022 with about 7,100 miles on it. Absolutely clean. This is a good example of a clean, certified pre-owned vehicle. So I'm going to kind of get detailed, walk around it, show you how clean this one is. Now, there are certified cars that maybe not as clean, right? So a certified car doesn't have to be physically perfect. Now, it can't have like major accidents that haven't been repaired by a Porsche authorized body shop. We did have a Panamera once upon a time that had a side swipe collision, which always looks terrible, right, on a Carfax. Now, we did price it accordingly, but we were allowed to certify it because it didn't affect the chassis itself, and it didn't affect any like major components. It was literally like door panels, right? We did have the side airbags go off because the door panel sensors were there, but our certified body shop fixed it with Porsche parts, and that was the reason why we could certify it. So it's not like every car out there, and that's a rare occasion. I've been with Porsche now for about 11 years or so here at Harper, and I've seen one. So I'm pointing that out because occasionally you will see one. It might have a moderate on the Carfax, so I guess I'll start off with that. Carfax, we do check it. Carfax certainly isn't biblical. The thing with Carfax is every state has different things, and it reads by codes. So most of the time you're looking at a Carfax, like sometimes we've had multiple owners, and the owner just re-registered or had a car out of state. He bought it here but had his home in North Carolina and came back over here and registered it. When he registered it at our local DMV, it showed him as the second owner. So every once in a while you'll see the pattern on the Carfax that, like, for example, ours says Knoxville the whole time, right? So if it was two owners in Knoxville or whatever, that's fine. But occasionally you'll see one where it was like, hey, North Carolina, and then it shows a second owner in Knoxville. So it's kind of hard sometimes to get that, whether it's one or two owner thing. And I know a lot of people are particular about that. If we don't know the history of the car here at a dealer, like most of the time we do, but if we don't, sometimes we buy a car through the Porsche auction. I'm going to know most of the history, but I'm not going to know everything. So we run through a 111-point inspection, and I say we, this is Porsche's requirement as a dealership. 111-point inspection. This is the sheet. So you see this sheet when it's a new certified warranty. If it is a transfer, like I get a car in and it was already certified, and I'm giving it a blessing, I'm running it through, we still do an inspection, but it's a shorter report. We're checking tires, brakes, we're still checking the priority items, but it's not quite as detailed on a transfer because we're transferring an already certified car. We just have to make sure that nothing happened in that little time frame for the previous owner. So if it's a two-owner car and it was certified by the second owner and now you're the third, you might see a transfer on there. That's okay. There'll be an end date on the certified warranty. The warranty part is still the same. So the nice thing about Porsche's warranty is, off the inspection for a minute, you're getting an additional, and I'll show you the form here. So this is Porsche's statement of certification, right? As of today. I don't know if this could change a little bit here and there, right? So you'll see down here, they always have disclosure, all errors, right? So as of this video right now, you can see the new car in service date. That was the day the car was bought and put into service. That is when all new car warranties start. That is usually found estimated on the Carfax as well, if you're looking for it, if the Carfax is online, because you're not always going to see this statement of certification sheet. So right here, 2022 GT3, there's the VIN number, and then here is your 2-year unlimited mileage warranty covered from the expiration of the new vehicle warranty. So the new vehicle warranty is 4-year, 50,000 miles, whichever comes first. This, when it's certified, gives you a total of 6 years, so 2 more years, and now it's unlimited mileage. So that's the benefit to the certification. On top of that, a lot of other things: clean car, ready for delivery, full tank of fuel. We make sure that we have you sign this. I sign it as the salesperson, so we acknowledge that we have shown you the statement of certification. What does the warranty cover? You kind of take a look at that. What does it not cover? You can pause it, look at that. Pretty normal stuff, right? And this is specifically for the USA. You can kind of see right here, warranty outside of USA, warranty transfer. Warranty transfer is important. If you're going to sell it to your neighbor, you can do that. But if you sell it to another dealer, or you trade it to, say, a BMW store on a BMW product, they cannot the warranty is expired. That's basically what that's saying. So anyways, it is nice to have that coverage from Porsche, that peace of mind. So this is the inspection sheet. It goes through all the details of the vehicle. The technician is running through. He is checking for any recalls or any software updates, anything that needs to be done. We're going to get it up to its spec, right? So that's the nice thing. If you go to another, like a CarMax, and you're buying one of these, you don't know if the updates have been done. You're gonna have to take it to the dealer yourself. You're gonna have to deal with all that. They don't have to worry about if the brakes, like I'll show you if we flip the page here. If the brakes for them to pass safety is whatever their standards are. Porsche standards are a lot more stringent. So you'll notice here on the tires, for example, here's our tire ratings, end spec tires. I talked about that when we went outside. 430 seconds or tread depth measuring less than 50%. Requires a new tire, right? So we do check this and make sure, and this is pretty common, especially in sports car world. You'll also notice the brakes, they have to be 50% or more, otherwise we're replacing those. So you can see these are 95%, so we're good there. These are also ceramic brakes, so this is a good sign on a 7,000 mile car that it has not been tracked or really hammered on. That's something I always kind of point out. Because when they're tracked, you are going to wear down those ceramics. I mean, it's just heat is what's going to deteriorate them, but ceramics don't deteriorate like a standard steel rotor would, right? So battery state of health, 90%, and then you've got all your passing here, unless it is not equipped, right? Like this is not a clutch, so we don't need clutch fluid. So that's just an example. This is the 111-point inspection that's required on a certified warranty, and we have you sign off on this, and this goes in our deal jacket, and we give you a copy of it. So definitely something that is important. We're checking the tires, we're checking the brakes, we're making sure that all the recalls and updates are completed. And as a Porsche dealer, we here specifically at our dealership, we have a dent guy, we have a wheel guy that repairs scuffs on wheels. And now when it comes to small things like, this windshield's really in great shape, but if there was like a crack in the driver's view, then we could repair it. If there was like a chip or something like right there, it's small and we can fill it, it's gonna be filled. If there's a crack and it's like obvious, we're gonna have to replace the windshield. So these are things that are gonna be kind of obvious, I think, but overall, get a good walk around video from your sales guy, make sure that all the details you require are answered. But this is just kind of a quick, here's a really clean one. This is kind of how they look. And if you do get one and there's a little scuff or a little nick here, you can't help all of that. These are pre-owned vehicles, and they're pre-owned, and you're gonna definitely have some damage, whether or not, it's minor. Like something like this to me is minor. Something like this to me is very minor. Something where it was like a big scuff on a fender, that obviously is not minor. I want that fixed. Whether or not you want to deal with paint work, that's up to you. Maybe look onto a different car if you don't want to deal with something like that. So everybody's level of what they expect is gonna be different. And that's why it's important to, if you can go look at the car yourself, great. But if you can get a nice walk around video, something like I'm showing you here, and get real up close and personal, you trust your sales guy, look at their Google reviews and their reputation. Here at Harper Porsche, we have an excellent family-owned reputation, being honest, straightforward, and upfront. And we really do. This is not just a line, that's why I've been here so long. So this is the way we normally get our cars, but occasionally I do get one that's just a little rough around the edges. Not every owner takes care of their cars the same way. So we understand as salespeople, especially enthusiasts like me, how a car should look, how you expect it most of the time. But that's something that I just wanted to make sure you guys knew. So I want to thank you all for watching. Hopefully that helps you when you're looking around at your certified cars, kind of look at what we go through. Thanks for watching. Derek Bonzani here at Harper Porsche. Have a great rest of your day. Tires look great. No crazy scrubbing on the side. So all Porsche tires, these are Cup 2s, of course, on this guy. They have to have Porsche's N rating. So what that means is, if you Google it, you'll see Porsche has their own N rating tire, which means it's suitable for this car and it's been tested to hit Porsche standards, basically. So these are always things that we have to make sure, we have to check them out. part of the certified inspection. Brakes look amazing. These are carbon ceramics. That's why they always have this look. They're organic material. That's why they're so expensive. Body trim looks great. Same thing, so clear film right here. The whole front, you can see it on the gas lid as well. All the way up here. Mirror caps are covered. And then he's got from here down all the way. What I like about this is it's clean, so it's covered here as well. See, so all that, that's kind of where everything hits, right? Looks really good down here. Don't see any dents, nothing major. No big marks, wheels look good. Sorry for the ice pellets, they are hard to get off. It is freezing today. I'm at like 28 degrees right now, so this kit right here goes up to here, so you're protected up to here. This clear film. Glass looks great. Once again, these are just little ice pellets. It's just been, we had a little bit of rain, and it just kind of puts just a little bit when it's this cold. All right, let's hop on the other side here. Guys, up close and personal. Rims look great. Clear film here, same thing. The whole fender is covered. The front hood is covered. All the way across, all the way down, whole side skirt, all the way up to the right here. The entire hood, I think I pointed that out, is covered. So the whole hood here is covered. You can see the nice trim here. That's a proper kit. Looks really good, guys. This is a really beautiful, clean car. We already got it tinted, or he got it tinted, I should say. The tint looks great. There's no bubbling or anything weird on it. Got a little bit of moisture in the taillight. That's been recent. It's been so cold. We had a warm spurt last week. There's little air vents on the back of these taillights. We tend to see that when it's hot and cold. Normally these clear themselves up. It's just been so cold. It's just kind of chilling in there. So that is something we will definitely check out and just make sure. But all right, guys, this is it. Lift mode activated. Let's get on the front here. There you go. That's what we like to see. Super clean. A little bit of rub right there. Just a tiny bit. Grills look good. And normally down here we get a lot of rock chips. You can kind of see this is how they kind of look. I'm really getting up close and personal, obviously. I could see there was one touched up right here behind the film. So that means the second owner probably did that. You know, they touched it up and then put the clear shield on, which happens. Sometimes the first owners don't put clear film on. I don't know why. I always recommend it. I know it's expensive, but when you spend this kind of money on this car, you know. All right, now we're inside the car. Door panels look great. We do see scuffs normally here. That's not a rub off. That's from somebody's foot swinging it in. We usually see them here as well. These are hard to keep perfect. I mean, I've looked at a lot of 911s online, and they are hard to keep perfect. We've been in and out of this car, so this rubber mat's a little dirty. You need to clean it off, but other than that, it is nice. The carpet looks brand new under there. Seats are in great shape. The thing with these, as you can see, just from me rubbing my hand on them, that's the typical Race Tech or Alcantara material. So you can make them look good or bad no matter whatever you do here. So, but they are clean. Side of the seats don't look bad at all. These are prone to cracking and getting tired from people getting in and out of it because it is a sports seat. For a 7,000 mile car, that looks totally normal. Non-smoker. Armrest looks good, not all hacked up. The trim looks good. This isn't all scratched up in here, which is common too. Carbon fiber looks good on the dash. This seat looks exceptional as well. Once again, you know, sometimes on camera, you know, just rubbing my hand upon it. You see how that goes. Of course, no back seats, GT3. That door panel looks good. Dash looks great. Steering wheel looks great. We usually get a lot of wear in these corner areas, obviously, but no, this one looks really nice. The stitching looks nice. So let's hop inside here. All right, guys, inside the car, we got a warm-up light here for the GT3. That just means it's warming up, getting up to operating temperature. That's a heads up. We also got the snowflake on here. It's freezing cold today, so it is definitely gonna be warming up. Gonna need some time here to warm up. So, we're gonna do continuous guest. There we go. So here we go. This is the screen on this GT3 RS. This one has lift. Drop it down. There it goes. All right. Once it's done blinking, it's in its lowered ride height. It always takes a little bit longer. There it goes. A bit longer when it's chilly out. It's going to be your PASM and your traction control systems, or stability control and traction control systems off in a GT3.